One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home.
Executed so well. Iowa obviously...
Always got some space. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started.
Usually when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse,
one of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a going to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. Fielded in the end zone. It's Slater. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense will take the field first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer on that.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got some room, it was over.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no...
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a...
The end of the season, bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game.
Sauce, no tricking people, 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's got an alley. Can they catch it? They won't get it. It's a touchdown. They'll run for it. How about that defense?
flipping the screen behind him, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Change after that incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in.
Game with the option, too.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball. Stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games. Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As Will's on 1st down, he'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off-play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing.
Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And he did.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now...
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 15th ranked. Lots of running room. Turning on the Jets. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future. And
backfield, the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome, folks, to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get on.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that
breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Iowa. A great catch. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Deep shot toward the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing his strike. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Chris, the quarterback looks up and sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
The second half. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. They go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Bust through behind his pad. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their...
Welcome, folks, to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Welcome, folks, to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
They're scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Look at the pass here on second down. Finds his man. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get... Looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Fowler. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Moves out of the pocket. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaks into open space. Who's in the clear? Now here he goes. Touchdown, Iowa. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking a brass ring, other times you grab the brass bull. Iowa wins the Heartland Trophy as they take down Wisconsin. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Is a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm 3rd down going up top. Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous.
Block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays.
The game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David.
Built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of...
It's a running room. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Once he got some room. It was over. Iowa has give to the single back. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Is right on target if his target was the first row. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And he makes the grab inside the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. The snap, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Here he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff.
With big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to...
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! In the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the... Here we go. Two of the top 4 seeds we began this playoff journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Says we are going to our star on the outside.
Who's in the clear? Here he goes. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They strike first on this national title bout. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that.
On the top of the mountain, they're national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them, and how fitting a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time, and as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Welcome to the kind of college football matchup that so often produces an upset. A team ranked in the top 25, but going on the road into a revved-up environment. Welcome to Blue Heaven, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. After him. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10, and it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looking for some space. It's Harris. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Across the 40, past the 20, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Still no answer for this offense.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on last year's national.
A lot of success. You need something to go your way early.
It's a seam wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance.
Offense on second down. Back to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival.
Feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking
On early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both.
Touchdown, Iowa! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives...
Touchdown, Iowa! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be...
Move the tight end. On 4th down, looking to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house. This quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going?
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. In American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive.
Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Free acemen show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's there.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As Will,
those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that window in the loss column. There are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the top. The only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on last year's national champion, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Free A Sports Kings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. red zone looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! An offense hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need
3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
What a scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! How about this back staying on? What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the op. Will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it.
Two of the top 4 seeds when we began this playoff journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Down, quarterback in the shotgun. That one's picked off. What a play.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down.
Hand off to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looking right, this one caught. He's swarmed by the defense. Should do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. I mean, there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Iowa Hawkeyes.